Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklar Bro Country, the virus edition, aka the Pandy Pods,
aka two mics, no sight,
aka Jason swinging the hoodie and Randy's bringing the goodie.
Hey,
aka when finding the funny gets a bit much, we employ the talents of Sklarski and Hutch, aka Sklar Bro, from aka the aka guy, Mike Huddleston, aka Huddletron, aka Huddlestein,
aka Old Zealand.
What's up, y'all?
Sklar Brothers here. This is Sklar Bro Country, the virus edition. If you are new to this show, our job, our mission is give you 25 minutes of some comedy, hopefully make you laugh a little bit, forget about the world crumbling around us, and maybe give you hope for a future where we build it back up the right way.
Let's build it, but let's make a little comedy first because people are still doing stupid things. We made it through the weekend and people are still doing stupid things.
We're recording this long before Monday. So
if anything crazy
happened,
happened,
crazy things could happen between now and then.
We could be seeming so stupid right now that we don't know the crazy, huge thing that happened over the weekend, but I'm sure we'll get to it for tomorrow.
Okay.
Here we go.
If you choose to be a student at Moody Bible Institute, then I'm going to tell you this right now. You should expect to get harassed if you joke about being a lesbian.
That's it. You can't say it.
Randy, am I wrong to say that?
That should be the first thing on your mind. I'm going there. I'm going to get
Number
accused.
one, when have you ever known hardcore Bible thumpers to have senses of humor? Ever?
Never. They like to say, we're funny. You're not funny.
It is literally impossible to believe in something so devoutly and to be able to make fun of anything.
Did you watch like when Keith Raniere on The Vow would like say things and people would laugh at it? I was watching. I'm like, nothing he said was funny.
Yeah.
Nothing he said is remotely funny. No. Like that shouldn't get any laughter. And it was getting huge rolling laughs. They're not funny.
It's also got Moody in the name.
Right.
You like that Bible Institute?
It's Moody's now.
It's Moody's now.
That's a My Bodyguard reference that only a few older
Not
people
that kind of Moody. It's Moody. They're Moody about stuff.
Yes.
Not even that either. Okay, in a viral tweet that racked up close to 300,000 likes.
That's a lot. That's a hell of a lot of likes.
Recent graduate of Moody Bible Institute, Megan Steffen, says...
Get to Steffen.
Steffen Fetchit. She says she was threatened by the school's administrators for posting a joke about attending the school as a lesbian.
Wow.
First of all, I'm not sure it's funny to joke about being a lesbian if you're not. Let me just start by saying that it's kind of
belittles what lesbians go through and what people
actually have to come out of the closet.
Yeah, but you go ahead and joke about the trivialities of someone dealing with
let me say this. If we're looking at a picture of you with a short haircut playing softball in an Indigo Girl shirt,
then,
and you're not gay, but that you look like you could be gay, like you have all the sort of tropes of being gay, then I can say you're attempting a joke.
Right.
This was just out of nowhere.
Whether or not it's sensitive, we can have that discussion. That's a separate thing. But you are attempting a joke.
So it all stemmed from a tweet Steffen sent joking about her sexuality given her attendance at MBI, Moody Bible Institute, with an image of a woman laughing and the text saying, God watching me enroll at Moody Bible Institute, knowing damn well that I'm a lesbian. Threw a damn in there.
Through a damn.
Which I kind of like.
So is God a woman in this?
Yeah, that God is this woman, which also probably upset the apple cart.
Yeah, no way Moody Bible Institute is going to be psyched that you made God a woman.
So my guess is she said, and send. And as soon as it went out into the universe, she received a personal letter from the fundamentalist Christian.
It was like,
and send. Bing bong. Hang on a second.
There.
Let me go to the door and open it. It's a package. Who is it? Oh, it's a personal letter from the fundamentalist Christian College's vice president and dean of student affairs, Timothy Aarons.
Again, a man who has never laughed in the last 30 years.
Warning her of disciplinary measures. I thought she already graduated.
Yeah.
Stemming from your inappropriate social media posts, which are inconsistent with MBI standards.
Again, God is not a woman, is what he kept saying over and over in his brain.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, not a great way to attract young people.
Yeah, this isn't going to recruit students to MBI.
You know what Gen Zers love more than anything in the world? Being told what they can and can't say on social media.
They love getting shut down. They love it.
I don't know. I wonder if social media control is going to be the undoing of fundamental religion. What do you think,
It's certainly going to keep it from growing because you can't go viral. But you can go viral for the wrong reasons.
But is that it? Is that the thing? Like, is that the thing that is going to topple fundamental religion? TikTok.
Yep. TikTok.
You can't put that on your TikTok if you want to go to this school.
Nope.
Well, then F this school. I'm not
going
going
to this school.
You're not taking
Try
down.
and talk to a kid. It's not going to happen.
You're not taking down my content, bro. You're talking about my content. We're talking about God here, but this is my content. My content.
You
is
can't take
my
that
God.
away from me. That's right.
TikTok toppling religion. Even though the letter doesn't say, "Hey, we're punishing you. We're mad at you because you're a lesbian," it's very clear that that's exactly why I'm being repeatedly reached out to. Repeatedly, Stefan was repeatedly reached out to.
Some would call that harassment.
What's insane is that she's not even a lesbian.
She was just joking, but now
She's being discriminated against as if she was a lesbian. And you know what? I'm going to say maybe this is good. Maybe
this
Rand,
is a Job-like understanding of the hardships of what people who have different sexual orientations who are in a
so
religious
this woman
scenario
set
go
out
through.
and made a silly joke, and then now she's being discriminated against, like lesbians are being
She's being
discriminated.
shown what it feels like.
And
Maybe she's developing empathy for lesbians. That would be an amazing byproduct of this thing.
which of course would go against everything
Everything
she's
you've
learned
learned
at
at
Moody
Moody
Bible
Bible
Institute,
Right.
Moody Bible School. Moody Bible School is what my kids call Sunday school.
You're going to go to Sunday
Everyone
school?
gets in the worst mood
Yeah.
when they say, "Hey, we got to go to Sunday school," and then,
Oh,
but then they
God.
go and they have fun, and so
Yeah.
it's kind of a big mood swing.
Moody.
In the letter, Aaron's claimed Stefan's actions are dangerously close to the probationary level.
She's not there anymore.
And her punishment was the school's way of indicating that of our disapproval of your actions and giving you fair warning that further unwise behavior on your part will result in you being subject to more stringent disciplinary measures. All right, it's like a warning that we're gonna slap you on the wrist.
Right. But they could have pivoted and turned it into a win. Right?
If it wasn't for their entire ideology, they
If
could have
their
totally pivoted and turned it into a
If
win.
everything the school was about didn't get in the way, this could have been a win.
Had they just said, "Hey, your attempt at humor dismisses the hardship of gay culture," it was not a funny joke.
There you go. Now you can stand on a moral high ground.
It
on
was
this one.
insensitive what you did, and then maybe folks would be on board with these guys.
Yeah.
because it was kind of that.
It
It
was.
was a little insensitive to that. Again, it was an attempt at
Not
humor.
that insensitive.
It isn't really.
It's not that insensitive.
No, it's not insensitive. I mean, I could see someone if someone was
in
a
my
lesbian.
opinion, she's making fun of
The Bible,
Moody Bible
Bible
College.
Institute.
Right.
Instead, they're all about condemning her because they think she's a lesbian.
So now they're worse. Now they're way worse.
That's right. According to the college student's handbook, based on scripture, non-marital sex, homosexual sex, same-sex romantic relationships,
By the way, the Pope just said that same-sex relationship. The
they
Pope
could have a civil union.
Pope Francis, guys. This is the guy with the hat. Coming from Italy.
God's generous. They all violate God's generous intention for human relations.
Not according to the Pope.
Well, it's time to get a new God then.
That's right. Gay God.
Gay God is
gonna
out there.
getcha.
Gay God is out.
He's in Palm Springs already for Christmas.
Gay God.
He's having a discussion with his partner about what are the lights going to be. Are we going to do colored lights? Are we going to go all white? That is a battle in a gay household.
He's friends with Anderson Cooper. He might, as we said, co-host New Year's Eve on CNN.
Gay God.
He's got a designer dog.
Designer doodle, gay God.
He doesn't care if you're gay. He welcomes you into his church.
Mm-hmm.
Gay God welcomes everyone.
Gay God. What do you say? Consultant on season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Straight God. Consultant on Queer Eye.
Gay
Just a
God
little
is
thing.
Gay God is a silent owner in Lisa Vanderpump's Next Bar.
There you go.
Stefan's claimed homophobia is rampant against LGBTQ students. LGBTQ students.
I mean, it doesn't matter what order, but
It's all of them. At the Moody Bible Institute, telling NBC5, I think to a certain degree, when you discriminate against people for something they can't control,
That's right.
you deserve to be held accountable for that. Okay, so this gal sounds like she's evolved and becoming the opposite of a Moody Bible Institute graduate. Am I wrong,
it sounds
Randy?
like she's learned nothing from the Moody Bible Institute.
She added, I know that it's time for them to be held accountable for their actions and for their deep-seated pain that they've caused so many people.
She drew them out of the cave.
She's taking it down.
She drew them out of the cave, made them, literally, they took the bait and she lowered the guillotine.
Maddie Devon, a former lesbian student, attested to Stefan's assessment of the school's bigoted attitude towards LGBTQ students, characterizing Moody Bible as, quote, the loneliest place I think I've ever been.
Put that on the brochure.
That's right. Moody Bible Institute, the loneliest place you'll ever be.
I think all I've ever been.
You think you'll ever be. When I was all alone and I was there and there were no footprints, that's when everyone abandoned me. Moody Bible Institute. Devon says she felt discriminated against at all times. That led to her to a suicide attempt before
Jesus.
dropping out last year. That is awful.
That's terrible.
Thank God she's still alive.
Well, not Moody's God, but thank a God. That
Gay
isn't-
God.
Gay
Thank
God.
God that she's alive.
Thank you.
makes you feel unsafe and fearful, and that feeling of community all your peers have, you don't have that.
Sounds fun.
Sounds like a great place.
Sounds like a great college.
Despite growing opposition, the Moody Bible Institute has doubled down on their zero tolerance policies for LGBTQ students, referring to a binding student life guide, which alleges that any same-sex relationships are sinful.
So now I'm looking back at what this tweet was, and I love it even more.
I love her. Whether she intended to or not, she's grown a ton from this, and more than she grew in college.
If you are an LGBTQ student, and this is a straight student who's taken a swipe at Moody Bible Institute
on your behalf,
that you have to say, okay, we're building a larger coalition here. This is a coalition of people who went through it and aren't going to handle it anymore.
Gay God. For 135 years, Moody Bible Institute has offered education.
This thing shouldn't have been around for 135 years.
And training to thousands of students who seek to be equipped in God's word so they're able to compassionately and effectively serve the world.
Only thousands in 135 years?
What is it, like 50 kids in a class?
Maybe.
Thousands sounds like way too small of a number for 135 years.
That's right.
Maybe don't say that.
Don't just say thousands.
Our care for the student body, which is guided by God's word and a love for them. And I can't even read what they're saying.
Screw them.
We therefore continue to operate by our doctrinal statement as well as a set of community standards by which everyone personally affirms.
Well, not everyone.
Not lesbians.
Lesbians don't. And this graduate.
This is This is the kind of school that should go under in this pandemic.
Yep.
Am I right?
Well, why good businesses are falling by the wayside.
Not that I want people to lose their jobs. And I'm sure there are good people who work for this place. Maybe they're janitors. Maybe they're people who work in offices, and they're not really espousing the rules of the university.
Look, I just sweep
it's my
up
job,
here, all right?
And but I feel like this university, this institute, this could be a casualty
of a national awakening. I'm down.
Or not. I mean, they only need 50 kids a class, so
maybe they can rustle that up every year.
There are a lot of crazy people in this country. 50 doesn't seem like a hard number to get to.
Literally, tens of students have graduated in
over 135 years.
Moody Bible Institute.
You'll never be lonelier than in this place. Moody Bible Institute.
And that's our first story down in the books. This next story, if you are faced and you have to make a life and death
decision about your own death or a death of someone close to you.
Just always play it cautious. That's all I'm going to say, and we'll have that story on the other side of the break. This is Sklar Brothers Country, the Virus Edition. Don't go anywhere. Hey, gang, welcome back to the show. It is now Monday, and we've had another weekend, and we are selling tickets.
We're inside of 2 weeks from Live Dumb People
There
Town.
are only a handful of general admission, only a handful of couples tickets left, only a handful of Ticket Plus are starting to go.
So this is what I'm going to say to you guys, okay? We know the election is coming. There are going to be one of three outcomes in this election.
You're either going to be really mad, we're going to be confused and we don't have an answer yet, or you're going to be happy. All
three of those things require you coming to our show on the
You are going to need an hour and a half of pure fun and laughter. John Hamm, the band Tennis.
John Hamm is too funny for his own damn good.
He's too good looking. He's too funny. And the band Tennis is great. Patrick and Elena, if you don't know their music, get on it. Live Dumb People Town. Go to eventbrite.com, look up Live Dumb People Town and get your tickets there. And let's jump into the story, shall we? Yes. Again, this next story is about exhausting every option before you make a life and death decision.
Literally every option.
Life or death.
This is an insane story. This is crazy.
That at every point along the way, Jay, in this story, someone should have been like, let's check to make sure we're not doing the wrong thing here. But they don't.
And no, we're not talking about Trump's response to COVID-19.
Here we go. An Indian man who was trapped in a freezer for 20 hours after being mistakenly declared dead has now died.
How's that for irony?
That's pretty damn ironic. That should have been in. Put that in your song, Alanis Morissette.
Isn't it ironic?
At least we know the freezer works. I'm just going to say, you now know that.
Had Alanis Morissette just taken out the N apostrophe T off of is it ironic?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Like if she would have done that, then now it's in the thing she's asking.
Now it's a question.
She's like, is this ironic? What do you think?
What do you think?
And then we all get to decide.
This is a discussion.
No, that just sucks. Or yeah, that's kind of ironic.
An Indian man rescued from a freezer after being mistakenly declared dead has now died.
He should have been able to survive.
Again,
if he survived the freezer, he should have been able to survive life.
Okay, but again, you have to try everything.
This
You
is
have to
like,
try-
this is like Nelson Mandela, the Chris Rock bit. He was in prison for so long. He got out of prison.
And then he got divorced.
And then he got divorced.
Stuck with his wife the entire time. You have to try everything before you declare someone dead.
You can't
You can
just
say, well, he looks dead.
Shut the door, I guess.
Close it up.
You got to check for heartbeats.
You got to put a mirror over his mouth. How do I know that, Jay?
It's anything before you call it a life. That's
That's-
not something you want to get close on.
You got to nail that one.
Yeah.
I'm going to get this guy's name wrong, but I'm going to try it. Balasubramanian Kumar, 74. And I feel like his name should be switched. That's just, maybe I don't understand Indian names.
You don't.
I think I don't. I'm not a scholar. I don't claim to be a scholar on Indian names,
You're
but
more
come
of a
on.
scholar than a scholar.
It's like calling someone Remington Steve,
Yes.
right?
Feels like that.
Doesn't it
That's
feel that way? Put it
absolutely
this way. Harold and Kumar sounds a lot more plausible than Harold and Balasubramaniam as a movie.
Balasubramanian.
I don't know. Does it sound? I don't know. Kumar from Kandhampati, Tamil Nadu, had been ill and bedridden.
Okay, on his way.
His family took him to the hospital Monday, though doctors could not find anything wrong with him. The doctors were like, we don't know. He's definitely not dead.
That, by the way, that's when you go to get a second opinion.
The Metro reported. If doctors couldn't find anything with him, throw him in a freezer.
Throw him in a freezer.
How did they get... I just don't understand this.
How badly did they want to get rid of the guy? That's my question.
Our mom's 75, and we'll do everything we can to keep this woman...
We're not throwing her in the freezer
No
ever.
way. We're going to make sure she's good on every level.
So, but maybe they're more enlightened than we are in India. Maybe
About death. Maybe they view death differently. It's like the movie Coco. I see Coco, and I'm less afraid of death after I see Coco.
100%.
Right? I say a movie like Coco tells...
It makes you want to believe in an elaborate post-life
It makes
thing.
me want to die. It's fun over there on the other side.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to get him to the better world quicker. This world's terrible. Get him to the better world quicker.
So they cut a couple corners. They put him in the freezer before he was ready.
When they returned home, he stopped moving, and thinking that he had died, his family called for a freezer box to be delivered so they could preserve his body
And perform
for
the
his
last rites.
Which
Where do you get a freezer box?
Who brings the is that an Amazon Prime thing? And do you think they ordered other stuff? We also need Swiffer, wet Swiffers,
And we need dish soap.
So get the freezer box for Dad.
And then the dish
soap, and get some sponges too. We are almost running out of sponges. Keep my dad in a box. Step 1. Put your dad in a box. Step 2. Make sure your dad
Order
is
that
dead.
box. No, step 1. Order that box. Step 2. Open that box. Step 3. Put your dad in a box. Step 4. Hope he's dead in that box.
You put your dad in a box.
That's where we are.
That's out of the box. A video taken at the scene when he was taken out of the box where it shows an undertaker behind the camera asking Kumar's brother, named locally as Saravanan. I love that he's got a local name. Does he have a national name?
Yeah.
His hands are trembling. How? Great question.
That's a solid question to ask.
Solid question. Or better yet, instead of asking questions, get him the hell out of the box.
And ask questions later.
A dead man does not have a trembling hand. I just made that up. It rhymes.
And
Come
it's
on.
right. Maybe he's trembling because he's freezing.
Maybe he's freezing because he's in a goddamn freezer box.
And he's alive, damn it.
This one, and this is the best. Saravanan replies, oh, it's fits. Fits? Dead people don't get fits.
Could he be more blasé about this possibility?
Oh, yeah. And it's just post-death fits.
Yeah,
it's
it
fine.
fits. It
See it all the
fits.
time. It's just his dead brain, which can't send any signals to his hands to start trembling,
It fits.
sending him a signal to start
Happens
trembling.
all the time.
Sure.
Box him up.
Box it up. How many times does this happen in the morgue to where everyone was like, oh, yeah, it's just fits.
Yeah, it fits.
Fits.
It
Fine.
fits. Trembling. He's doing this. Box him up.
That's the real question. How many guys in this morgue were prematurely killed? When asked if it was possible he was still alive, Saravanan replies, his soul has not left him yet. Wait, what?
So then he's still alive.
Get him out of there and stop talking about his soul, Saravanan.
Jeez.
Kumar was later admitted to a hospital in a drowsy condition. A drowsy condition is not death, by the way.
Yeah.
Sadly, later he died of lung failure.
Well, that is sad.
Because he's been in a freezer box, said Dr. Balajinathan, the dean of government hospital in Salem, Tamil Nadu. Maybe they thought he was a witch. It is Salem, by the way.
Yeah.
Salem police chief Senthil Kumar. I love that everyone in this town's last name is Kumar. Maybe it is a more popular name than I thought. Police Chief Kumar said the family had been unable to produce the medical certificate for Kumar's death and have initiated a case against the family. So now they're thinking they put him in the box.
Put him in the box.
They may have prematurely put him in the box. Looking into foul play. Do you see what I'm saying, Jay?
Yeah, I like it.
They've been booked under Indian Penal Code Section 287 for negligent conduct to engender a human life, and Section 336 for prematurely ordering a freezer box. No, that's not one.
Come on.
Endangering life or personal safety of others, according to the Independent. Yeah, you can't put a guy in a freezer box if he's still alive.
Unless you're in the Indian Mafia.
Yeah.
And then
You got to go talk to Fat Kumar.
Hey, you gotta talk to
You
Fat
gotta
Kumar.
go talk to Fat Sarah Vannen.
I gotta go talk to Fat Kumar.
Now, as a police officer, you got to start looking at this guy's relationships with everybody,
how
right?
much money did he have? Did he have a will? Are the kids fighting over this?
Did he
Are
like
they
sleeping in
trouble?
cold places? Now you got to ask all these questions.
It's never great, by the way, when someone dies. We don't even
We don't love doing stories when someone dies, by the way, but this is just
Damn, this is
insanity.
crazy.
Like, what if at the end of Weekend at Bernie's, and I'm just pitching this out there, he just wakes up? Different movie altogether.
Now you're thinking, was he up the whole time?
What was he doing?
Is he pretending to be dead just to see how people feel about him?
At least we can say this. Kumar died doing what he loved,
Sleeping in a freezer when he wasn't dead.
and that is a show.
There you go.
Guys, that's a show. That's how we do. Stay connected, stay protected, don't get infected. Get your tickets for the live Dumb People Town at Eventbrite.com. We love you guys. This is not a hoax.
But we've got the jokes.
Wear a mask, everybody, and vote, vote, vote. See you tomorrow.
La-ti-da, la-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da, la-ti-da.